listen. They listen. It's a done deal. They hold them in storage too long. Let this boy fight.
Man, shout out to PGO podcast, man. I appreciate it.
You already know, man. Representing Philly, North Philly, to be exact. You know what I'm saying? With my man Anthony, Messenger Thompson. I'm trying to tell you, back in the day, it was all that.
Oh man, you already know PGO, Put Your Gloves On podcast. Shout out to my guy Ian Thompson, the Messenger. He was that man back in the day. Y'all don't know. That's all I grew up watching. Ian Thompson, Lee Hopkins, my brothers. That's where I got all my style from. Move all together. Shout out to my guy Ian Thompson. PGO, Put Your Gloves On. 18 weeks, you already know.
PGO Nation, what's good? It's your boy, Ant the Messenger. Forgive us, for some reason, we having a lot of feedback. I think it might be something wrong with my mic, but we're going to work it out. It doesn't even matter at this point. We have the champion here, the Pittsburgh Kid, Paul Spadafora, former IBF lightweight champion. What's going on, Paul? How you feeling, baby?
I'm feeling good. What's good with y'all?
I can't call it, man. We're going to go ahead.
Thanks for having me on, bro. I appreciate it.
You're very welcome. You're a living legend, bro. Trust me, you are. Hey, Champ, listen to me, though. Bro. You owe him to answer that question, and I think you should answer it first before we even start.
Let me get started. Let me get started with the thing. Once we get to it, what was the question you asked, Paul?
There you go.
I said, wait, your eye. How I was just telling somebody about it, but it wasn't. It was from the past and stuff, huh?
Right. Yeah. So my former trainer, Jerron Boots, and his dad, Bozy Ennis, we was working out. Freak accident, something you call an accident, man. We had a fight coming up. We had a 2-fight deal. It was a title.
Already signed with Top Rank and everything.
I was signed with Top Rank, Cameron Duncan. I was ranked number 3 at the time by the WBA, 24 wins, 2 losses, 20 knockouts. We were just working out, man. You talk about a freak accident. We was working out in the gym, going through the pad work. You can't make it up, man. You can't make this shit up. And we were just going through the motion, and he accidentally hit me in my eye, detached my retina. I got it fixed, and from there, we were just, I just kept trying to, I was like right there, man, like right there. And I just kept fighting. And, it was what it was, but, God worked in mysterious ways. At the end of the day, champ, it's all about you, baby. Because listen, I know that's one story for me. I know you got a million stories, and I got some questions for you, man, that we're going to have to get into and some names. But before we get there, man, what I like to do is I like to give a tribute to all my guests who actually get on. Let me see what's going on with my brother, Wild Weezy. When he get on, but we're gonna go ahead and get this this tribute started for you, man. This is just for me to you, okay? For the champ, the Pittsburgh Kid. Let me get TY on him.
All right, there we go. I can hear you guys loud and clear now. But yeah, champ, I thank you for answering that for him because that was very imperative. Open up a heart, share, save a life. That's what we do. Each one teach one. Thank you.
Before we start, we want to go ahead and give a shout out to the young lady, Shadeja Green. She's I don't know. Did you hear what happened with Shadeja Green? She has a blood brain.
Somebody got a pit bull or a shepherd.
Yeah.
Man.
That's your dog in the background?
Nah, that's my dog's gone. My dog's gone. They put my dog down.
Okay.
Wow. Well, sorry to hear this.
We're going to get with Shadeja Green. She just saying, with everything in me, I want to thank those who had a great concern even the people who figured out during the fight something was wrong. I passed out due to bleeding out on my brain. We always say that we play basketball, you play football, you do not play boxing.
You don't play boxing.
I'm in an ICU on the road to healing. I'll be back to get what is mine, 100, or should I say 100% recovered. I appreciate MVP, and is that Nakasia being right by my side in the hospital. God is good. So big shout out to former champ Shadeja Green, man. We want to definitely keep on her prayers because you never know what can happen. Sometimes we take things for granted, Paul, when we say like life isn't promised, right? Tomorrow. Well, you and I know competing at the highest level that you can get in that ring, and that could be your last time in that ring.
Yeah.
You know? So we don't want to take none of
Can't
that.
nobody go to and can't nobody go to jail neither. If someone passes, be what you would call unalive, that's the game y'all chose. Nobody can go to jail. It's the fittest of the fittest, the top gladiators. My mother used to be nervous, Paul, to see him fight until he said, "You ain't got to worry about me. You got to worry about their ass." And then my mother calmed down. And then my mother calmed down once she seen how good he was. But it is what it is. It's the game we chose, and I love it though.
Yeah.
Absolutely. All right, Paul, let's get ready to play this tribute so we can go ahead and get this interview started, man, because I have a lot of questions. And I'm going to surprise you with some of the stuff that I asked you. You're probably going to start laughing when I get to these questions, but let's go ahead and get this thing started. We're going to bring out the tribute to you, man.
I'm not afraid to take a stand, take a stand. Everybody, come take my hand, come take my hand. Walk this road together, through the storm, whatever weather, on the wall. Send you know that you're not alone. All up if you feel like you've been down the same road.
Thanks, champ. And before we actually get this interview actually started, I want to go ahead and give a shout out to your fighter, man, Victor Hernandez, doing your thing. You guys, that's good. 15-0, 13 knockouts. When is he fighting, Paul?
He should be fighting in a month.
Okay, fighting in a month.
Yeah. Up at the Hall.
You guys got opponent and everything?
Yeah. Lisa called me up like just recently, matter of fact, just to, you know what I mean? Start working with him and stuff. I'm excited to work with him. It'd be like sort of my first. I worked with him before, but I never really worked with him like the way I am right now with Lorenzo.
Okay,
like I have like mini camps. Like for instance, like we was talking the other. I asked you if you knew Marty Feldman.
Yes, I know Marty Feldman.
Yeah, like when I was getting ready to go up to when I was getting ready to fight for the title, I went to Marty Feldman's and was training with him in his house and stuff. You know what I mean? So I have a sort of thing like that going on.
Pete, real quick, champ. One of the fans, Gerald Lawson, said, "Peace, Spadafora, what up? This is G from Philly. Do you know who Gerald Lawson is?"
Yeah. What's going on with you, bro?
Oh, check this out. Yeah. Hey, listen. I'm trying to tell you, man. I got some sources now, P. As soon as I've said that I was putting you out, I got some phone calls like, "What? You got my man Paul Law?" So I'm gonna shoot some names out to you later on. I know you're gonna know who I'm talking about. Once we get there. But T.Y., go ahead. You got a question you want to ask him before we go ahead and get started?
Not a question. I just want to thank the legend for coming on to the show, for blessing the PGO podcast. You're very welcome. That showing that our reach is really growing. Because you always where? In Vegas?
Yeah.
The last time we was in Vegas is when we was with Floyd Mayweather, sparring him, getting him ready for Oscar De La Hoya. So our reach is touching Vegas and touching the world. We just want to say thank you. But I just want to say this to you. Watching that clip, see the way that you was doing this and moving and shaking and all of it. The only thing that I can say, because I'm the crazy one on the PGO podcast, and I'm gonna let that be known, champion. The only thing that I seen was this. see that? You see that? You got that? Yeah. Audience, it just wow, you slippery as grease. And audience in
Yeah.
my face, baby. You was that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And nobody could hit you. See, that's why that you was able to become the IBF champion. You know what I'm saying? Because you had olive oil. You was slippery, man. You had grace with it. And you punched in punches like grapes. You know, I'm serious. Yeah,
Now he
yeah,
done made
yeah.
it nasty
You ain't
himself.
gotta go too far. You ain't gotta go too far. You can just chill. You know what I mean?
Yeah, baby, and you did it, Paul, and you punched in bunches like grapes, man. So I just want to tell you, you're an excellent fighter, and the interview gonna
Thank you.
be popping. Let's get it. Let's have some fun.
Well, please excuse him while he go wipe all that damn chicken oil off his face.
It's grease.
Hey, Paul,
It's fish grease.
let's go ahead and start this thing right from the beginning, man. We're gonna build this thing one up to where you are at now. I heard you training fighters. You got a boxing gym. You out Vegas. You're doing great things. But let's get, how did it actually start? How did a Pittsburgh kid like yourself? I'm assuming you was from the hood, based off all the things that I've read, the research that I've done. What actually got you into boxing?
Well, I've been boxing my whole life. My whole family
Really?
fought. My brother fought. My brother
Mhm.
was going Olympic to like the amateur, really good amateur boxing.
What was your brother name, if you don't mind me asking?
Harry Spadafora, but he was 150. He was 156 pound, but he fought for the United States, like the Olympic team.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, he was like number 3 in the country, like you guys. Well, I was never really big in it. Wasn't that big as an amateur.
Okay.
You know, he had more amateur fight, more amateur. He was a better amateur than I was. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But my whole family, Joey Max was my cousin. My father fought. My grandfather fought. So we always had a heavy bag in the gym. You know what I'm saying? Or in the house. You know what I mean?
Right.
Are you talking about the Joey Maxima, like heavyweight champion that beat Sugar Ray Robinson?
Yeah, that's my cousin.
Damn.
Yeah.
Nah.
On my mother's side. Yeah.
So
From Cleveland.
boxing is all in your bloodline, then, brother.
Yeah, it's always been there. You know what I mean? But like, it was just the way I was just good. I was a good athlete. I could play. I was really good at basketball. I could play football. You know what I'm saying? And I just happened to be. You know, it was just easier for me with boxing because when you play basketball and football, you got to go to school.
Yeah.
I wasn't good at school, and I was always getting kicked out of school for fighting. So it's like boxing was just different. It was PK. When I met PK, it was just a way out. You know what I'm saying? It was a way out because you remember New Jack City. That's how it was hitting for in my neighborhood.
Really?
Yeah. Do you know how that goes?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So this is what I want to talk to. It's a warm up question, right? Because we got to talk about everything.
Yeah.
So, champ, let me ask you something. You said PK. Was that like a father figure, a trainer to you?
Yeah, that was my trainer, but he took me in. Like, soon as he met me, bro, he took me in. I was in it. Like, that's what I don't understand about today. Like, you're in the gym for 3 weeks. When I was in the gym for a month, soon as I got in the gym, we start boxing. We had fights. You've been in the gym for these. Some guys they've been in the gym for 3-4 years and they got 4 or 5 amateur fights. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So this is what I wanted to know. Doing my research and things like that, they talked about you, that you actually mentioned this through like Merchant and them guys, that you got shot.
Yeah.
Right? In your right leg?
And my right calf, yep.
So now I always wonder, because you got this little cool ass bot, right?
Yeah.
You don't go nowhere. And for you to be what you would call, because most people would consider you a boxer, you never really move.
I don't box.
So I'm wondering why, but you did some real slick shit, Paul, that a lot of people don't know. You actually, when I first turned amateur, my trainers used to say, yo, you too squared up. Give them a side body. Right?
Yeah.
And I started watching you. You literally turned to the side like this.
Yeah.
And you kept that tension up. Now, my question is, are you a natural southpaw? Are you naturally left-handed?
I'm really right-handed.
I knew it.
Here's the thing, though. I got shot in my left leg. So just imagine this. Now, when I was coming up as an amateur, I had a lot of stoppages. I wasn't never a big puncher, but I was a hell of a body puncher. I would be able to get leverage on my body punches. So I would get them out of there and stop the fights in the amateurs. So when I got shot, it literally like you can't really. Now I got shot in my back with my left leg. I got shot with a 45. So it basically paralyzed me. I had to fight in the phone book. You know what I mean? But my trainer used to tell me to go shadow box in the closet and like really but I'm talking before I got shot. Before I got shot, I was shadow boxing in them little closets. You remember in the hood, little ass closets. So my hands all busted up, but it ended up working, bro. That so really ended up working.
So Ty, we gotta ask him this question. Coming up the way you came up, fucking boxing in the dark closet. I'm assuming that you think, because everybody think their era is better. You think these guys is soft compared to what you had to come up to?
I mean, I don't want to say soft.
But not soft, but
it's just different.
Find a word for me. What would you say?
Different. It's just different. Like their work ethic's different.
Okay.
They're just it's just different. The work ethic's different. Like like, I don't know. You know what I mean? You know how we came up, bro.
Yeah, we did. Like
we always sparred. Like if we wasn't sparring, what was we doing? Like, do you remember going to the gym? We always sparred. We always fought. We always fought as an amateur. We just fought. But I would go down to penitentiary and fight. I would go down to penitentiary. I'd walk over. Listen, swear to you on my life. I would walk over the bridge in Western. I would just go in the penitentiary and fight. We would fight 2 days a week. Every day.
Yeah, back then, the amateurs coming up to the study center. We was coming out to the boot camps. They was actually coming up and was fighting guys in the prison.
Yes.
My cousin, shout out to my cousin William Gator, who been in prison for a while. He was a middlemweight champ.
Hopkins and all that Camp Hill and everything. He was a welterweight champion. Yeah. So champ, hearing all of this and knowing that, it's safe to say that with your 49-1 record, they called you the Pittsburgh Kid. It was only two Pittsburgh kids. It was the
I'm not the Pittsburgh Kid.
The light heavyweight champion. They called you the Pittsburgh Kid. It was Billy Todd, Pittsburgh Kid, and it was you. Did you accept that nickname? Because they just couldn't call him. Because you were selling out arenas in Pittsburgh. You were selling out stadiums, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was selling out arenas too.
Okay. So why would you say that you're not the Pittsburgh Kid? Because the fans gave you the name.
I'm not the Pittsburgh. I'm PK. That was PK. That's my trainer's name, PK. That was his nickname, PK. Like if people just assume that I'm the Pittsburgh Kid. Nah, I'm not. I mean, yeah, I lived everywhere in Pittsburgh because we always, you know, what happens when you ain't got no money, you move around. I go to all the different schools and all that. Yeah, I did all that. But I'm PK. That was from PK Pecora, Charles Pecora.
So actually, the Pittsburgh Kid was, but you all on HBO. One second, T.Y. You all on HBO. You all in Sports Illustrated, and you're called the Pittsburgh Kid, and now you're sitting up here saying that wasn't your name. What the hell's going on, Paul?
I mean, that wasn't. I mean, yeah, that was my. That's what assumed that's what they was. That I mean, I took it. Yeah, because I'm from Pittsburgh. You know what I mean? And it was a good thing to take. You know what I'm saying?
So why you never corrected Jim Lamb?
I always corrected it. Always. Yeah, I told everybody that. I always corrected my whole life. But it's all good though. I mean, but some people think that I called up Rachel when Rachel is PK's wife when he passed away. I was like, "Do you care if I call myself PK? Like just PK? Like yeah, Pittsburgh Kid. I'll be called the Pittsburgh Kid." That's how it went down. So but he passed away when I was 14-0. I was already a 10-round fighter.
Wow, because when I heard that name, Paulie, the first thing I said was Pittsburgh Kid. I said, damn, that's Billy Conn, the one who light heavyweight champion, the one who fought Joe Louis. And when you talk about fighting in a phone booth, I think Joe Louis was one of the best. Did you ever look at any Joe Louis tapes or anything? Because he was one of the best to fight in the phone booth.
Monster.
Okay.
Monster. 6 inches. Boom, punches.
Now, Paul, how tall are you?
5'9".
5'9" for 135 pounds. That's damn good height.
Yeah, it's big.
It's a giant.
You didn't use your height too much, champ.
Huh?
You lean more to the side. You had like a 2-box. And was that because of the injury?
Yeah, for sure.
So, quick question too. Not come to you for a quick, because I don't want to be selfish, because I got a lot of questions. But real quick, Paul, Was you orthodox before you got shot?
Nah, I always fought southpaw because my brother was left-handed. He fought left-handed.
So you was that more like
I wanted
you
to
wanted
be like my brother?
brother?
Yeah.
What age was it when you got shot, if you don't mind me asking?
16.
16.
Yeah.
And when you was actually boxing at this time?
Yeah. I asked you if you knew Eric Green. I fought Eric Green in the
yes, Eric Green from you talking about from
we know Eric Green?
Yeah.
Jimmy
yeah.
Green is shot. Jimmy,
yeah,
he passed
I
away.
fought Eric Green in the
He passed away too. Him and his father, I think.
Did he?
Yes, yeah.
Eric Green
Yes,
and Jimmy
he-
Green, they both. What happened
Tell your
was,
story, Paul.
go ahead. You can tell them how you fought.
Oh
and
no,
I'll tell you how
I
know
fought Eric Green in the he just won the Junior Olympics.
Yeah.
When I
yeah.
fought him, and I fought him in the state finals, and then I got right after I fought him, I was a sparring partner for when Hector Camacho was fighting Eric Polak. I used to spar with Eric Polak every day, so I was like his sparring partner. I didn't know that, my trainer flew out to go with Eric Polak so he could fight Hector Camacho. I didn't know he was going to meet me in the nationals. I didn't go to the nationals. I got shot by the police that night.
Shot by the police?
Police.
Yeah.
You serious?
Now, did you
Yeah.
Wow.
having a case, or was you in wrong?
No, I was just a passenger in the car, but my man was one of them dudes. You know what I mean? So he,
One of them boys. Okay, I understand. Street life.
we had to
I mean,
go. We was on one of them high speed chases.
Are you? How long? How long did this be chasing?
We probably lasted like 9 minutes, 10 minutes.
No,
Yeah, that's what y'all listen to NWA up the police.
Man.
hey, listen, he probably was. He probably was.
We had to go.
We had to go. So basically, Paul,
was you the only one shot? Let me ask you that, Champ. Was you the only one hit?
Yeah, yep. He shot. He like said, "Get out the car," and broke the window with the gun, and the gun went off. You know what I mean?
Oh,
but it really jammed me up. Yeah, that's what he said.
That's what he said.
Wow.
Yeah,
I like that. That's what he said.
Why did it jam you up?
I mean, I tell you, I'm gonna keep it real with you, bro. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. When I was in Pittsburgh, bro. They had it out for me, I guess. The police out there over there. Some of them. I'm gonna say some of them. I'm not gonna say all.
Cause listen. You was pretty big, man, as the PK. I ain't gonna call you Pittsburgh.
They were jealous. They were probably jealous.
Like,
I don't know. But they gave me a brutal. My last situation, my last case that I caught, they gave me a 3. I was on a porch. My lawyer said, "What was you, Paul? Let me ask you." He said, "What was you doing on a porch for 3 hours?" I said, "What the fuck you think? What do you think I was doing? I was getting beat down. I got tased 7 times." There's how you look. I'm in handcuffs, bro. Look, once he snuck me, it was on.
I know you wanted to fight. Did you fire back? You fire back?
We time out. We jumping.
I couldn't because I was already handcuffed.
Hey, Paul, we're gonna get into all that, man. If you
okay
with it. That's what I like, Paul. I'm gonna keep it real. So, Paul, you was a pit bull off the leash, man.
Yeah.
Hard to team. So listen,
people, places, and things.
Absolutely. So we got to talk about certain things.
Yeah.
That we went to. So I'm gonna play this video, right? And then we're gonna get into something else.
Civic tableaus. Paul Spadafora, the Pittsburgh kid of this era, prepares to take on the Romanian veteran Leonard Dorin.
Right here.
Between the two of them, they hold 2 of the 3 lightweight championship belts, although legitimately the champion of the division is the man who holds the 3rd belt, Floyd Mayweather Jr. Mayweather's talking about moving up to 140. Spadafora claims if he can't get a Mayweather fight, he'll do so also after this fight. The only guy among the 3 belt holders who claims he's going to stay at 135, win or lose, is Leonard Dorin.
Who didn't know that?
Now, I brought that up for a reason. Now, I'm not going to let this get past purpose. It said that Paul Spadafora, Dorin, have titles along
Mayweather.
with Money Mayweather, right?
Yeah.
So now you in the same weight class on a collision course with Floyd Money Mayweather. Now, before we get into it, TY and X, I'm setting it up for you, Weezy, so I'm gonna come your way, right? So now you the same weight class at this time, Paul, with Floyd Money Mayweather. You the IBF champ. You done held the belt for 5 years. That's a long damn time. 9 title defenses.
It is.
I want to play the video, and I want to ask you some things, and I'm gonna have TY ask you some questions. But we're gonna play this right here, and I know you remember this video. So for those who's watching, PGO Nation, this is the
smash the like button. A legend.
Make sure that you guys are liking and dropping those comments. Here we go, Paul.
Definitely a great fighter, but it made me have a little bit more confidence. No matter if he was in the gym for a day or in the gym for 6 weeks, I still know what's inside of him, and I still know that I could compete with him for every bit of 12 rounds.
So you handled him.
I did well against him, yeah.
Did it cut off?
Yeah, it cut off.
I mean, the first 2 rounds were you take one or I'll take the other. But after that, Paul just handled him like he owned him. Nose is bleeding, and that eye looks like it's swelling up, and he kept cracking him. Finally, the 4th round, Mayweather comes to me and asks me if he could get out of the ring because he says he's tired. I said, you ain't getting out of the ring. You're getting your ass kicked today to teach you for all the big mouth you had in your father. So after it was all over, he's laying on the ground for 20 minutes, completely exhausted, and I'm taping it. And I sent this tape to Lou Tabella, and Lou Tabella was in shock. Next thing I know, we're not getting the fight. So Vicious Animal is supposed to be greatest boxer of all time. And I'll tell you right now, if they ever make that match, Paul Spadafora will be right in his chest, and he'll get his heart rate up to over 270 beats and might run him out of the damn ring. Here's a guy that's not even a puncher who kicked his ass once, and I think he'll kick it again.
So now, Paul, this thing blew up, man. Everybody knew about this. This went viral. You getting over on Floyd Money Mayweather. As a fighter, I understand boxing don't mean shit. It's just sparring. For all we know, Floyd could have been actually trying to work on specific things, not trying to throw a right hand. So we're not going to take that. But I want to ask you, on your honest opinion, do you think you would have fared well with Floyd Money Mayweather at 135 pounds?
Like this dude said, listen to this. This is good. Wait till you hear this. He said,
let it go.
He said, if ifs were a fifth, we'd all be drunk.
We all be drunk.
Like, I'm just saying, like, who am I to sit here and I'm not going to talk about Floyd because that ain't what a real motherfucker does. I mean, I'm not going to do that. Not me.
I got you. Absolutely.
But I'm going to tell you like this, like at that point in my, we're just sparring, like right when we're talking that right then and there, like right then and there, we're sparring. I mean, what do you I mean, how much, what more are you going to do? What more can you do? Basically, how could I not? Like, how could you say I don't? How could anybody say that I can't fight with them? You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't see. I just think that at that point, we're at that time and point in my life, I think it'd have been a great situation.
And this is what I say to my friends.
Sure, bring it on. We just talking the truth about boxing. And as always, if you don't believe in yourself, ain't nobody else going to believe.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's good for you to speak your truth at that time. That's how you think. There ain't nothing wrong with that. And not if, when Mayweather here and see this, he'll probably say, it was a good chance. I can't fight that man can think. So ain't nothing wrong with that because he believes that he can beat. He believes he can beat Tyson Fury. He really do. So you know, ain't nothing wrong with Thomas. He believes that he can beat Tyson. So what the hell?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, Paul? That's good.
I completely understand what you did. I boxed Floyd. I boxed Floyd in 07, getting ready for Oscar. Getting ready for Oscar. And my friends were asking me, when you was boxing Floyd, how you do? I said, man, let me tell you something. Ain't nobody whipping my ass in 3 or 4 rounds.
You know what I mean?
I don't care who it is. Floyd, hey, Paul, listen. Now, fight him on a 10-round fight, 12-round fight under light, that's a different ball game.
Yeah,
but you give me 5-6 rounds, man, somebody ass is grass going against the Messenger for 3 or 4 rounds. I'm too talented. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's how, when you said what you said in the beginning, like, I don't care if a person been in the ring or in the gym for 6 days or 6 months, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I'm that boy, and you just not gonna do what you want to do to me. You know
I've
what I
been
mean?
boxing my whole life. Like I've been
Hello.
fighting my whole life, no matter what you say. Like, I've been boxing my whole life. I've been in the gym sparring, fighting nationals, boom. And no one, if no one's getting out on me, why would you be able to just come and just kill me or some shit like that?
And that's what
why would I believe in myself?
I don't care. And you know how it is having your sparring camps when you have 3 or 4 sparring partners. So you got one person coming in for 3 rounds, leaving, then another new guy. And by the time you're in your 9th round, the third guy that just came in doing 2 rounds, he might light your ass up.
Yeah.
But I mean, is that something to brag about? If he chooses, then let's get his. But you might be working on something specific.
Yeah.
But again, I understood that being a 6-time national champ, making Sports Illustrated
6 times.
6 straight.
6 times. He was cooking Paulie like fish.
I won 6 straight, bro. I fought
That's why Top Rank grabbed him.
I fought them all, bro. I beat him, won outstanding boxing, made front.
Like Top Rank had you. You can't. Yeah, I came up with it. I come up with a regular.
Hey, Paul, we just want a black young fighter signed to Top Rank in 2002. Yeah. I don't need to say no more, right?
Enough said.
When he was dealing with Mexicans, and let me tell you something else, though, Paulie. I'm gonna tell you something else. He first started off with Cedric Kushner. Cedric Kushner was looking for a new welterweight because Shane Mosley was there, another monster. And Shane Mosley was about to make these shifts because his contract was up. So he started with Big Shed. Then he went 10-0, and Top Rank bought him from Big Shed because we had Cameron Duncan. So we started off with Cedric, and we wind up with Top Rank. So
the best.
It could be no. Who was you actually with, Paul? Didn't you do a little bit with Roy, if I'm not mistaken?
Yeah, Roy. Yep. And towards the end of my career, Roy helped me out big time.
Helped you out big time? And let's talk about this because I seen your book where it said it had Roy Jones on it.
Roy
like
helped.
Documentary
Everything Roy said he was gonna do, he did to the utmost. You know what I mean? Like, you don't get that in boxing.
I was this close to signing with Roy Jones. I was this close with signing with Roy Jones. First, I was going with Jay Prince. If Jay Prince would have given me like listen, shout out to Jay, because Jay Prince did good. But you understood, I was a hockey.
Are you familiar with Jay Prince, Paulie? Paul?
You know
Jay Prince?
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead,
right. So I was going to go with Jay Prince and bring me up to Roy Jones. But I wound up signing with Cedric because Cedric
Square Ring Promotion.
Yeah.
Go ahead, T.Y.
No, go ahead, talk. Finish. I was saying with Roy Jones, his Bodyhead Entertainment, Square Ring Promotions.
Right. But Roy was cool. Like, them guys was actually good. It was a little bit of frustration on my behalf because I had like 8 contracts. I had Lou DiBella, Gary Shaw, Shelly Finkel. I had them all, Paul. And they was all every contract was a little different. One gave you more in signing bonus, but gave you less on fight purse. Some gave you more on fight purse, gave you less on fight on tickets. So
you ain't familiar with fighting for $50 a round.
Hell no.
No.
Hell no.
$50 a round, sometimes 12-round fights. I fought dude Jose Aponte. I think I left there with $600. Then I had to split the $600 in half. I was on a 50-50 contract. I'm pretty positive when I fought Jose Aponte, I fought him for $600, a 12-round fight. You know, you familiar with Jose Aponte? Yeah. Yep.
Wow. See, once
again, let me ask you a question.
But that's what happens when
let me try this in twice. I'm gonna give it to you.
That's what happens when you ain't a 6-time national champion. That's what happens. What these people don't understand is that's what happens to amateurs. Look, if you ain't no pedigree from the amateurs, guess what? You got a $50 round coming. You know what I mean?
12 rounds. Listen, and T, I'm gonna get this to you. Like, that's why I think, like, listen, me and my brother set up in my room, negotiating with American Dream promotion, who signed David Reed when they first came out. Lou DiBella when HBO gave him all that money. Listen, Paul, we have stress. We got 8-9 contracts, 100,000, 75,000, 125, all this stuff, and we up here stressing.
150,000.
Yeah. So go ahead, T.Y., because I know you wanted to say something because we're gonna keep moving on. You got a lot to talk about.
I know you got legend and you love him, but you get a favor, man. Let me get a little bit, man. Let me ask this question. You're going on a marathon on him, baby. Damn. Let me ask you a question though, Paulie. Because you went back into the amateurs, and what people don't know is you're absolutely right. Because boxers don't have a national draft, like football got a draft, NBA got a draft. The boxers draft is what you win in the amateurs. If you can win titles and you can win national tournaments. During my stay, I heard that you won the Ohio State Fair when it was a real tournament.
When it was real.
Whoa.
A
Yeah.
basic guy of mine named Nazim Richardson. Are you familiar with him?
For
Nazim?
sure. Remember Little Rock and Tiger?
Yeah.
Bro, when he was younger, when they was younger, they was boom. They was on their game. Like what I'm saying, discipline, you could just see it.
Yes. And do you know, unfortunately, one of them had got paralyzed, Rock?
I never knew that.
And he was going for the Olympic team, and brother Nazim, God rest his soul, passed away. So Nazim actually taught me and my brother, the messenger, about how important the Ohio State Fair was. That was a national title.
He was there every year too.
Yeah.
See?
He brought me out there. I won Ohio State Fair in '96.
Yeah.
Yes.
At
And
92.
when Jerry Reed won the gold medal. Now, just taking it back real fast before we go forward, can you remember who did you beat your first national amateur tournament for the championship? Who was that?
Andre, you remember Andre Cray? Andre Cray. You remember Desi Ford?
I remember Desi Ford. Desi Ford was nice. I remember Desi Ford. Was he from like he was from
from Ohio.
Desi Ford. Yes. I remember Desi Ford was around when I came. He was a little older than me, but he was doing the time with Zahir Raheem's. Remember Zahir Raheem?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah. You remember Ricardo Williams?
That's my guy.
Oh, that's my guy. Slick Rick.
He was down. He was at the fair, but he was at the fair when he was in amateur. I was already a pro. But we worked coming up through there. But you remember Ricardo Williams when HBO gave him that money?
Yeah. Yo, I'm gonna tell you something. He messed up. After his deal, they were scared to pay anybody, champ. Paulie, they was shook. We went to Lou DeVilla and they said, you gotta go ask Ricardo Williams. I actually went down his home for 2 weeks before we spoke and negotiated my brother's contract. Because I went to Mr. Rick Sr. and Rick Jr. and his trainer, Mike Stafford, and I asked him, how did y'all get all this money? Because he got what, $1 million or something? 1.5 million?
Something like that.
He got 1.6.
1.6. So when I heard it, Rick got a heart of gold. I say, champ, I'm going down to Ricardo so I can get the game on how to get us a back. I went down there, written down like a schoolboy. I put my book bag on and I wrote notes. Then I came home, and that's when me and my brother was in that room brainstorming on how to get the best money that you can. Because with fighting, it's like this. There's no 401k. There's no insurance. The only insurance you get is the money that you skillfully make. So now that you won your first tournament, how many fights after? Because I heard that you was like, what, 80 and 5 amateurs? 90 and
85 and 5.
Okay, so 85 and 5. You had a good amateur career.
Every time I lost was always in the nationals, the guys who won it. Like I lost you remember James Baker?
Yes, we do.
Yeah, I lost to James Baker twice. I lost to Salvador Jasso twice. Remember him?
I don't remember him, but I remember James.
He won the Gold Glove Nationals and stuff like that. But every time I would see Baker, I would see him in the regionals before we would get to the nationals. And he ended up fighting Floyd to get to the Olympics. That's how Floyd went to the Olympics.
In the box, I actually was there. I think they was down in Dallas or Augusta. It was one of them, but I went down there and I seen Dave, Zab, Judah. I seen them all fighting.
Yeah. And PK told me, I'll never forget it, Pete, because I was shot. he was like, you know what? He said, by the time they come out of the Olympics, you should be coming up during it. Well, you should be, you know what I mean? You should be already be a 10-round fighter. You know what I mean? And he was right. I was a prospect of the year. Yep.
Wow.
Absolutely.
And how did you rehab after you being shot?
I basically
didn't.
didn't.
Go get a title after that.
I basically didn't. I just would push off of it, try to keep pushing off when I was jogging and stuff like that. But I basically didn't do I never went to no rehabs like you know how the physical therapy thing. I never did that. I just basically just went down to the gym. Here's what I did. I went down to the gym. I ain't gonna front. I went down to the gym. I was loaded. Went down there because when I was shot, I just thought it was over. You know what I mean? What do you
mean loaded? Can you explain that for us? What do you mean loaded, champion? What? Drinking or what?
Yeah. Hit. You know
okay. So you
I went down there and PK put me in a fight. I just went down there to go to the fights. He put me in a fight, and once I because I didn't even know I was fighting. I was down. I was already drinking. I showed up to dude stepped to me. He's like, "Yo," he's like, "How am I supposed to fight dudes eating McDonald's right now?" I didn't know I was fighting. PK he slid that in on me. You know what I mean? But listen. Soon as I fought though, I went home, told everybody I'm done with on the block. I'm done selling now. I'm done with the crack. I'm done with the bullshit. I'm not done. I'm just gonna do what I need to do, and that's what I did. I lost my last amateur fight. I won the Ohio State Fair when it wasn't the Ohio State Fair. This is back when it wasn't the Ohio State Fair anymore. You know what I'm saying? Back in, you know what I mean? And then I went and fought. I lost my last amateur fight to some dude who was like 147 pounds. I don't even know who he was, and turned pro from there. And right from there, I just stayed busy.
Speaking of the Ohio State Fair, I actually fought Ricardo. When he's supposed to come on the podcast, he's going to come on.
Yes, we got him on speed dial.
Yeah, he's going to come on. I actually lost to Ricardo Williams in Ohio State Fair in the championship. We actually fought the championship. We was about 13, probably 14. But
he just won though.
Then.
Yeah, but me and him worked at the Ohio State Fair. He was
like sparred, or you worked with him?
Yeah, just sparring. Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah, just sparring. We worked. Yeah, and you know what I'm saying. And that's it, bro.
All right.
Now
go ahead, T.Y.
You talk about TK. It's another secret weapon that you had in your corner, champ. And I tell my brother all the time, before we say his name, I like him a lot. I've been studying him for quite a long time when you had him, and I'm still studying him now. And it's coming from the WBC, World Class Boxing. He is the master trainer. What's his name?
Tom
Yankello. His science of boxing is amazing. Yes. When did you get him? Did you get him with PK from the start?
Well, PK. This is what PK. When PK was passing away, he was like, you know, just stay. He was like, stay around Tommy, because Tommy used to come down and box with me, spar with me. Like Tommy was a fighter. Tommy was a fighter, but he hurt his shoulder.
That's how Bozy was. That's how Bozy, Jerron Boots and his father is. He sparred them guys, Anthony Boots and his sons.
And Tommy was a hell of a fighter. See, that's what people don't know about Tommy. Tommy was a hell of a fighter.
I've heard he could fight.
He was always hard to hit. And he could punch, and he could crack too. He always catch me slipping with them. But yeah, and then me and Tommy just hooked up, and that was it. Tommy's a beast, man.
I know, and he took you all the way to the championship.
I'll tell you what, Hanif's from you know Hanif. He's working with a light heavyweight from what is, I don't know how to pronounce his whole name. He's from Philadelphia. He's a beast.
Probably if I see him.
But if we seen him, we would know him, especially if he's from Philly, because this is our city.
But let me say this, right? Since we calling our names, I told you I'm gonna start calling out some names on you. Ready, champ?
Hey, go ahead, champ. Do your thing.
Kohana Boot Camp.
Yeah.
You remember that?
Yeah.
All right. How about Sergeant Stewart?
You trying to get up?
Hey, look, I ain't finished, champ. Listen, I didn't look. You put your hand down. That mean I done dazed you with the left hook. I'm about to bring the right uppercut, left hook, right hand back. How about Lieutenant Slippy?
What?
Whoa.
Murder, man.
How about
wow? Hey, Chad, you bringing it back? You bringing it back?
How about Officer Boyd's?
He'd have me in that thing like this, shook. I was shook when I wasn't saying nothing. Please don't come by this motherfucker. But you know what though? They had me in crazy shape.
McCanahan.
Damn, he's naming them. Look.
Hey, Paul, this is what I'm going to say. Everybody knows somebody that knows somebody.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
I ain't get these names out my ass, all right?
I see that.
I
see that.
Yeah. So let's talk about it, man. Listen, word on the street is PK had the money, so he was able to get boot camp.
Can't make it up.
You got boot camp, baby. And I
mean, look, it is what it is.
No doubt, Chad. No doubt.
Listen,
it is what it is.
Good thing.
Look, G,
really 20 to 40.
G Lawson said, yo, no boot camp, 10 count bodybuilders.
Wow.
So listen, so now let's talk about your book. Man, T.Y. got our book signed. You got a book talking about there we go, right there. Paul Spadafora fighting to the end, right? As we can see, sponsored by Roy Jones and Tom. Also,
that's his coach, Tom Yankello. Bad boy, bad man.
The PGO Nation, make sure that you guys are liking, subscribing, but make sure we
and go order the book. It's special.
And also, you got to go to YouTube. You got to go to YouTube, y'all, and you got to put in Paul Spadafora documentary, and it takes you from the beginning to the end, back up to the top, right? Of how you basically 180, everything come around in full circle. You always been having issues. So this is a personal question that I want to ask you with some of the things you've been through, right? When did the wheels start falling off, right? And when was your best training camp? Like, when was you at your peak, Paul? Before the wheels start falling off.
Bro, the wheels was always falling off.
Oh, damn.
Are you serious? Wow.
I mean, I'm just being honest with you. Like I never could. I've been drinking since I was 7 years old. But I never messed around with no drugs. I ain't never messed around with no drugs until I was 28 years old. But look how fast. Look, 27 years old, 28 years old. So it took me like about a year to ball myself all the way up when you start putting them drugs in your body.
So we got a couple people saying they cop in the book. So I'm going to give you that information, Paul, because I got your hitter. We're going to get that book signed. We're going to get it out to you. And we're going to have these books
appreciate that,
out.
man.
Listen. Oh, absolutely.
So Trav, so let me ask you something, because he went into my field right there. He said he was drinking since 7.
Yeah.
And there goes something that ties into boxing, because I just come back from a place called the Salvation Army. For 15 years, I had to go up Wilkesburg to AA because I was drinking. And half of the time, I used to go to my brother's fights drinking.
Yeah.
And when he would get ready sometimes, I'm the hype man. I'm a DD Brown. You can't cook fish with slow grease. This is Wild Weezy, social media encyclopedia.
Yeah.
So what I did was, my desire to drink, even though I was smart enough to have a contract signed with him and we did all of this, it started my life. Okay, step 1. I'm quite sure you're familiar with it, right, champ? We're powerless over our addiction and our life has become unmanageable. Are you familiar with step 1, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's what happened to me. I got powerless over my drinking, champ, and it traveled with us in the world. It traveled with us, and I made some bad decisions that I can't take back. But I'm just grateful that God gave me a second chance in recovery and to look at my life, because hindsight is 20/20. So to look back in my life now, I can say if I could do it different, but this time with the podcast, I can do it different now because I'm clean, I'm sober. I don't pick up no more, but it's an everyday struggle. So to hear you say that you was doing this thing since 7, you a beast in a good way, meaning that that you could do this, you could win the title. And I just want to know, like, when you fought Israel Cadona for your IBF title, was you drinking then?
I
I
was
mean, would you
so
like to share it?
listen, I was so hit before I was before I went to camp. When I went, no, listen, anytime it come to boxing, like they would take me out of my comfort zone. Like, well, you know, when you ain't got no money, you can't. You're fighting, like I told you, we're fighting for $50 a round. So basically, I turned when PK passed away when I was 14-0. I was already a 10-round fighter, but I didn't have that. I didn't have that kind of money. So I would go when PK passed away. I would just go down Tommy's and stay at his crib. He didn't live where I lived at. He lived in like outside of Pittsburgh. He lived in like out Beaver Falls. So I would go down and stay with him, and then get clean down there, like, you know, no drinking. You know what I'm saying? And get ready right then and there.
Okay.
So most of the time you only got.
I would always need a boxing fight to get clean. I would always need to have something to do. Like, okay, it's time. Yeah.
So that's the only time you was clean, was when you fighting. Have you ever fought? Have you?
That's it.
So you never fought under the influence.
Look, man, I'm gonna keep it real with you. Whenever I come home from the penitentiary, that's why I'm saying. Like,
let me hear him, T.Y.
When I come home from the penitentiary, I'll say about for like once I left, like with Mike and shit, Mike Akery, me and Mike, I wasn't never clean fighting. Never clean fighting. When I come home from jail, it was all bad. It was all bad.
So Paul, I'm gonna bring this.
How do you go from listening, guys? But you got to remember this. I'm not gonna say talk about things, but listen. Look, how do you go from fighting on HBO? You're fighting on HBO, right? And now you're fighting on HBO. You're fighting people on HBO. You're putting people in the arena to fight in club fights, to fighting people you don't ever heard of. How come I never heard of you? How come I'm fighting you and I never heard of you? Why? So you say
that's
you're
49.
People are saying you're 49. Look, he fought 49 1-on-1, but I never heard of the guy you're fighting. I don't know who he is. How come I don't know the guy is you fighting?
So
you know what I mean?
Paul, could that be?
Well, it's your fault. You can only fight who they put in front of you.
But what I'm saying is, at the time, you can't say something like I'm from the old school. I was never brought to you need to quit. But after a certain while where you can't take it, now you're self-sabotaging your life. Now you're starting to put things in your body where you don't even, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? And it's time to go. It took me that long. That's how strong loyalty is. People say, well, you left this guy. Yeah, you have to leave him. Whenever they said I was fighting Mayweather for a year. They had me on the shelf for a year. I didn't fight nobody. Nobody. I'm on one of these things with Mr. Mayweather. You can Google it. Well, I'm thinking he's the time when he fought Victor Ortiz. And I don't fight nobody. I'm not fighting Mayweather. I'm not fighting nobody. You know what I mean? So it's like.
So they told you that you were supposed to fight Victor Ortiz while you was in a halfway house?
Not Victor Ortiz. When Mayweather fought Victor Ortiz.
Mayweather.
Yeah.
So you were supposed to fight Mayweather. They sold you that dream.
They sold, and I bought it, and I was that stupid to buy it. But I really believed that. I really believed that with all my heart. I believe that. And that loyalty, that's where loyalty comes in. Loyalty. People say, yeah. And now listen. Soon as I looked on my girl looked on the computer and it said he was fighting Victor Ortiz, man, I went right down the street, copped and put that thing in my thing and was like, I'm out. Yeah.
Really?
Wow. Ambulance came and got me. Yeah.
Are you serious? Wow, champ, you been through a lot, man.
Let me reel this in.
All right, let me just say this to him, and then you are a real story. Seriously, you said you put something in your body, and then you bounce back. And we're going to get to the end.
And I knew what the end result was going to be. I knew I was going to wake up to the things, or not wake up at all. But I ain't want to wake up. You're lying. You're saying you're fighting somebody, and you ain't fighting out your family, bro. We ain't got nothing. When I say nothing, my mom's still doing the dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know what I mean? I'm looking to come up out of that situation, and nah.
Paul, I'm so glad that you came on this podcast because here you are. I could show video after video. You on HBO, you on ESPN, you on Sports Illustrated. So you having all the recognition, but you're not having the financial stability that you need. You're fighting for peanuts based off of what you said.
When I got out of jail, I never made no money until I met Roy. I made $1,000, and I never made no money. I was fighting 10-round fights. Look, when I got out of jail, I never made no more money. I never made no money. It was just what it was. And then Roy came and got me out of it. Roy came and grabbed me out of the rehab. The only reason why Roy didn't know, only reason why Roy probably even know me because of Tommy.
So I want to say this. You said something important, and I don't want to let this get past. PGO Nation, shout out to Paul Spadafora, who went through everything.
We love the real chat.
Before I want, there's a two-part question because I want people to know just how great you've been and how hard it is as being an addict and getting over it. How long have you been clean for, Paul? That's the first question.
Bro, I probably been clean for about 70-some days. I had to go down the county. I was in
70-something days?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I can't lie.
So this is still a struggle right now for you.
Every day struggle. Look, listen, this is so much of a struggle. Listen, I'm gonna tell you how much of a struggle it is. I have to take a pill in my mouth. I'm not getting that shot because my managers gave me that shot before and it hurts too bad. I won't be able to walk for a month. And I can't, you're like literally crippled with that shot and they give you a shot in the ass for drinking. So if I drink, basically you're going to die. Basically you're going to die. Your face gets pitch red. You're done. You can't do it. I had tried it when I was on up in Erie when my promoter had me on that. I used to be on the same thing.
So right now you're 7 days clean.
70.
7 days. I'm sorry. You started drinking when you were 7. How did a young kid at the age of 7 learn how to drink? Who introduced you to drinking?
We always had, my father's from Italy. We always had wine cellars. You know what I mean?
So the first person to introduce you to a drink was your father?
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you think that is what started the domino effect? Your father allowing you to drink at 7 years old?
I don't think that. I don't think that was the problem. But I think for sure that, once I got that feeling, you get that feeling, it's just different. You know what I mean? It's just a way to get out of to run from yourself.
You know what, Joe? I just want to say this to you, Paul. Congratulations for being 70 days clean.
Yeah.
Because those who in recovery realize is not the setback, it's the get back. And sometimes, champ, you fight so good to where though your hardest fight is not in the ring. Because you became IBF lightweight champion. So you reached the pinnacle. If everybody would have won a title, okay, you won the title. Your hardest fight champion is not the one in the ring.
No,
it's the one against your desire.
For sure.
That's the hardest fight. Because that was my hardest fight. I've been 15 years clean now. And you're talking text to a
15 years.
15 years. You talk to a fellow brother. Be in the rooms. You know what I'm saying? I know what we're supposed to do. But for 70 days, you had to do this. There's a step. And the step is step 5 in Alcoholics Anonymous. And it says that we entirely ready to turn our lives over to the will of God to change all of our character defects. That you go to church. That means in order to change anything, champion, you gotta be willing to accept that power greater than yourself can help you do it. And you are special, Paul. We are special human beings. We're not bad, we're just sick. And once we realize that we're sick, we can go get help. And you're actually saving a life today. You're saving many lives. The people that's going to see this, going to know that Paul took the first step back to recovery, the road to redemption, because you're a champion, champ. They can never take that away from you. You did. They'll never be able to take that. You admit it, and you're ready to get everything fixed. And what you have is, you have a hell of a family support to have you go through it. Because you have a wife named Nadine. The whole time we were trying to get in contact with you, she was very professional and she made it happen. So that's all you need. I just
Yeah.
lost my wife, champ.
Yeah.
I just lost my wife.
Yeah.
15 years, my woman. So I lost my wife. You have yours. Keep your mind focused, champ. Stay in
Yeah.
the gym. Might be your roots. Because you know people have meetings. Hey, anonymous, alcoholic anonymous. But I see the gym is your meetings. Keep your butt in the gym, champion.
Yeah.
Go make
I'm
some
right.
more champions, baby. And PGO love you and we with you. But go ahead, champ. I just had to put that on.
No.
Yeah.
Ty, I'm gonna come right back to you, Paul. Before we move on, we're gonna get the floor to you, Paul. But Ty, there's something you always say to me that I want you to say to Paul. What is it that you always say to me about the secrets? Can you repeat that to Paul?
You're only not you, we are only as sick as our secrets, champion. That's why we share. Each one teach. When you share, you save a life. Don't walk away before the miracle happen, baby. You
Yeah.
share these things because while you're sharing who you are, your celebrity and your fame will help save a life.
Hey, Paul, I got two questions that I want to come to you. The first question that I want to come to you is that you said something that I think was very important that fly by, but I'm going to reel it back in, and that was that you were sold the Floyd Mayweather fight, and because you didn't get it, you kind of like gave up. You
Basically.
you
Yeah,
shot
that's a good way to think of it. Right
that
Look,
kind of like
Yeah.
let me tell you something. Real quick. I gotta tell you something.
Go ahead,
All
talk
right,
to me, champ.
Look, so I'm fighting Leonard Dorn, right? I thought I won. I mean, yeah, everybody got their own opinion, but I thought I won the fight. But I knew he couldn't take it to the body, right? So I get I get the rematch. We got the rematch, a rematch clause. Like we got a rematch coming. I go to camp. I go to boxing camp. While I'm in boxing camp, he retires, right? Bro, I'm battling with this addiction. When I tell you battling, I'm battling like crazy. But on some real shit, I'm just trying. I'm just trying to get the Floyd fight. I'm trying to get the Floyd fight. You feel me? There's differences and levels in people's lives. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get the Floyd fight. When me and him were unified, it was me, Leonard Dorn, and Mayweather.
Yup,
When we had to look, I told my brother, I said, listen, he can't take it to the body. My brother wants me to box and move around, but like
bring up his breakfast.
I said, this guy can't take it to the body. Well, let me tell you something real quick. While I'm up at the boxing camp, I got a month and a half in up at boxing camp, guess what he does? You can Google this. He retires. Hear me out. Now my boxing camp is 2 hours. My boxing camp's 2 hours from Pittsburgh, so I'm in the middle of the country. My promoter tells me, he's like, I got a crib now. I'm not fighting for $50 a round. I just bought for $500,000. So I'm paid at the time.
$500,000, right? You eating
so I'm
there?
paid at the time. I got a crib. I got everything I wanted. You know what I mean? My promoter's like, no, you got to stay at boxing camp. He said, you're going to fight a non-title. Wait till you hear this. I'm going to fight a non-title fight for $50,000 against somebody I never heard of. I don't even know who the guy is. You understand what I'm saying? One of them deals. Bro, listen. I leave the camp that day.
So when you talk to the promoter, you out.
Nah, yeah, I'm out. Listen to this. I'm out of there. Look, I leave the camp that day.
Scooby-Doo, where are you?
Go do what I always do. What do I do? I'm drinking, right? I catch it. That next day, I caught a case. I shot my wife.
So let's talk about.
He come out of retirement. Wait till you hear this. This is a big thing. This is really something people need to understand. He come out of retirement, fights Arturo Gotti. What's he get knocked out with? A body punch.
A body punch. Left hook to the body.
Left hook to the body, champ. He brought his breakfast up.
So, Paul, this right here, Paul, this picture right here is your mugshot, and this is when things really start going down. It's like
I got probably a lot of them.
It's like the documentary of The Temptations. You start seeing David Ruffin, and they start narrative, and David got worse and got worse and got worse. Yeah. Let's talk about that, about you shooting your wife. So the rumors is true. Please explain to the PGO Nation, how do you go from IBF champion to one of the biggest candidates of fighting Floyd Mayweather to shooting your wife? What the hell happened?
Well, this is how you have to look at that like this. Like number one, I should have never. I was playing gangster. Playing gangster. I'm not a gangster. I don't even need to be. Look, just because my people were on the block don't mean I was ever on the block. You feel me? I was a
No doubt, no
boxer.
doubt,
You understand what
no
I'm
doubt,
saying? So
no doubt.
I always had one of them on me. What does it happen? What happens? I hit my wife. That's what happened. That's what happened.
Wow.
Playing gangster.
You
Yeah.
shot your wife?
Shot my wife. Yeah.
Oh.
Wow. Was you under the influence? Was you hurt?
Was I?
What
Yeah, I don't
led up to
remember. I don't remember. I
So
woke
you
up in
didn't
jail. I
really
woke up in
need
the
it.
county
You just
jail.
reacted.
I woke up in the county jail. Breaking news every 5 seconds. Yeah.
Seeing that, champ. I did remember seeing that. So it wasn't actually intentional. It's just you was under the influence and things took place.
Yeah, I don't remember.
So you don't. So
Wow.
you honest. So hold on, too. I want to make sure. I want to probably check you because we. This is what we got to do. We got to push the envelope. You don't know if it was intentional or not, Paul. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I don't remember.
Wow.
So you
And you
blacked out.
But
had
listen to
blackouts
this.
like that,
Listen, I
champ.
was
You
just
do.
now. You
When
got
you
to keep it
drinking
real.
and stuff,
Look,
you black out like that.
I always blackout crazy. Always
Yeah,
black
you
out.
do. You
Always
do.
black out. I don't even know sometimes
Yes,
where I'm at. You know what I mean?
yes, sir. And that's called. I'm gonna tell you something. I'm not a doctor, but Weezy social media encyclopedia. I'm gonna give you a word. That is called, when we do that, that's called anhedonia. And what anhedonia is, you grew it so high, you high as a giraffe's ass, to where you just black out. I did it too. I actually did it on a subway with my child, with my daughter. And I woke up in jail. And my brother had to go get my daughter. So we do some things in our addiction, our desire
Bro,
chasing, that is unbelievable. Stories in the
I would have
room,
never.
stories.
I would have never had I caught some cases after that though. After all this,
So that's what we
I would
do.
have never been and have no. I never been in no fist fights. I was in the penitentiary. I was in the county jail. You could ask anybody that's on here was up at boot camp. I'm not the one. I don't never do nothing. I'm just a regular straight and narrow dude. You know what I'm saying? When I'm sober, but when I got that
Yes.
in me, you would never understand how bad it is.
Can I ask you a question? There's one Spadafora boxer. Is that your ex-wife or is that Nadine?
That's Nadine.
Oh, that's your new wife. So
Yeah.
now, so many people in here is being touched by your story, Paul. And I'm thank
Yes.
you for you and your
Yes.
wife. Nadine. I'm quite sure means the world to you because she's holding you down. I'm quite sure she does. People are saying that your life is a story. They don't know. I heard through sources that the movie Southpaw was your story.
But that's a fact. That's a fact.
Was you ever in negotiations of making that movie?
Bro. I was in the rehab. I was in the rehab down in Florida for a year and a half. They was doing that's when they did the mob wives and all. They did where the rehab, where the mob wives were. They happened to be a TV place, and I got up and everybody in the rehab had to tell them their story. That was a part of our graduation. You got to tell them how you're talking. You know how it is. You got to tell your story. What's your story? So I shared my story. Next thing you know, I'm in the rehab for a year and a half. They built a boxing gym in the rehab. Next thing you know, they flying me to New York City. I'm geared up. Like they take me to get $1,000 fits. You know what I mean? I'm going there to fly and talk to these people about my story, and that happened. But I never went at. I never when I seen it, I just was assuming that they was going to look out for me because that's how good they was. They treated me when I was in the rehab. I was in the rehab getting trained by Buddy McGirt. Buddy McGirt would come down and train me.
Yeah. Buddy was supposed to train the messenger too. He supposed to train the messenger too.
You know what I'm saying?
I had his number on speed dialing one time. Yes, I did. Buddy's a great trainer.
Great
so
trainer.
Basically,
there's a saying there's a saying and stuff like that. You said they were treating you good, but they didn't give you what you thought that you deserved because the movie was based around your life.
No, I'm just thinking the reason why they kept me there was because of the movie. Why would they keep me there?
And I agree with you. And I gotta say it. I want you to remember the champion. It's called Fatten the Frog to Feed the Snake. Let's go. Put $1,000 suits on him, treat him out, put him in a hotel, let him see the movie that's about him. Then at the back end, you don't get
They
what you're
never
supposed to
even
get.
told me though. That's the thing though. They never kept it real with me and be like, "We're about to do this. We're about to do that." Nah, they didn't do nothing. You know, I guess why? They ain't got to give me no money. I guess
They ain't got to give you no
You don't
money.
know. It's called
So
Fast and
the whole
Furious
time they
champion.
taking your story and building.
they
the
know.
character.
I'm not embarrassed. I don't care what anybody says. I know for a fact
No
that
doubt.
that movie was built on me. I know that for a fact. How's the
No
how
doubt.
do the actor do?
He
He
did too.
he
It's a
actually
good
looked
movie.
like you a little bit.
He said
He did.
I went to the dude who was playing me. I met him in Pittsburgh in the trailer. I had one of my boy Desmond took me to the trailer. He's like, why are you going to tell me you know me? Why would you know me more than I know myself? That's what he said. The first thing he said to me, I know you more than you know yourself. I'm just saying to myself, like, when I think about that, I'm like, why would you even know me? I ain't nobody. You know what I mean? No,
Yes, you
I'm a
were.
different boxer.
Yes, you
You feel
were.
me? How
Yes, you
many
were.
boxers? I'm saying, though, how many boxers is out there, bro? You know what I mean? Why
It's a
you
lot.
know me? You know me because you playing that movie, and that's just it sounded good when you heard me talk about it. You was probably thinking that you're smart. I ain't no smart mom. You know what I'm saying? You was probably thinking I'm gonna hit the lick.
So Paul.
Period. Right? It's the
So
only way I can think of it.
Yes, sir.
I'm hearing your story, and I just want to tell you from this day forward, bro. I promise to stay in contact with you.
Man, appreciate it.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm expecting to come up here, Paul, because I'm hearing that you got your gym, you training fighters. I'm expecting to hear you say that I've been clean for not 70 days, but 7 years.
So I can lie to you. No, I ain't one of them dudes, bro.
Well, no, that's the first thing you got to do is come clean.
Right now, there's a fight that you and I, my brother, and everyone who loves Paul Spadafora, we in this fight with you, Paul. And this fight is continuing. So we in war right now.
With addiction. And you know that it's people, places, and things. And I'm glad that you surrounding yourself with the PGO, where the people, the places, the podcast, Tuesday night at 7, you're sharing. And the thing you want to get out of this is great people telling you you're going to be all right. And you already know you're going to be all right because you're training fighters now. That is your recovery. Can't stop, won't stop from the womb to the tomb. You continue to fight, but you fight with your training skills now. That's all, bro. And we locked and loaded. This thing is real from the heart. We locked and loaded, P. We locked and
I want
loaded,
to
P.
say this, P, to let you know that what you're saying is true and it was bullshit. They actually tried to, and I knew this because I researched it. They actually tried to say that Southpaw is about Eminem. How the hell is Southpaw about a rapper from Detroit?
Yeah.
Yeah, they said it was. Listen, this is the spin that they said. They say that because he's left-handed, so it was Southpaw and all this. And I'm like, dude, come on, y'all stole my man's story, but that's not the first time. You got people who stole the Matrix. People get their stories stole all the time. Like Alex Kelly, he ain't got nothing to do with Roots. He stole that damn story. So it's not behind the room a possibility of somebody stealing your story. But Paul, I want to get into this. After all that you accomplished, all that you've been through, I'm like kind of baffled that you wasn't able to tell me when were you ever at your peak. You became IBF champion. You can't tell me when you were at your peak. Have you ever been?
I want to say, look, I want to say the night I fought Cardone, that's the best. That's the best I ever looked after that. After that, I never. You know why though? Because bro, that was it. That was it. After I fought, after I fought Cardona, why am I fighting Cornette? Why am I fighting Bernardo Cornette? Why don't you got dude on the TV on ESPN2 saying, oh, he can fight with Stevie Johnson, Caesar Brazon.
That is
I can
true.
put him in with Angel Man Freddy. Look, listen. And then now I'm fighting Bernardo Cornette. Tell me why. Why did I not fight Angel Man Freddy until 2001?
You beat him though, right?
You beat him though.
Keep hitting licks off me. How you gonna keep hitting? No, here's what it was. My promoter was hitting licks off of me. Yeah, like he was getting hit the whole, like I was selling out the stadium.
Yes, you were.
So he was not going to try to get me beat because if I would go fight Stevie Johnson, who is a top ranked fighter, you know as good as I do, I'm gonna be signed with him if I beat him.
Yes, you was.
No more licks though, right? Am I right?
No more
That
licks.
is true.
Yes, yes.
That's true.
There you
So,
go.
your promoter basically sold you out because you're the PK Pittsburgh
he never,
kid
you know
selling
what it
out
was?
of Pittsburgh.
He never sat down and told me his agenda. So after that, bro, after that fight, I never got up like it was anything serious because it was not
But
never serious.
I'm gonna tell you something, champ. I watched you and Israel Cadorna for 12 rounds. You did this to him. You put back the ass.
Yeah.
You really did. You popped on him.
Yeah.
You were popping. And every punch off the southpaw angle was beautiful. What was you told to work on to beat Israel Cardona? What did you and Tommy work on for that title fight?
Bro, we just being myself, just being. I used to be a break dancer, and just being myself. You know, I used to be able to break down for real, but I can't break nowhere near like Sean Porter. You ever see Sean Porter break?
No, but I seen you box Sean Porter.
Huh?
I seen you boxing, but I ain't seen him break dance though.
Bro, you should see Sean Porter break, and it's him and his brother and Kenny. Oh my God, are vicious. I ain't even going on. I'm not even going out there with them.
Champ, I can tell you this. In dancing, nobody can beat me. We can have a dance contest. Can they, champ?
And dancing.
Wild Weezy the man that dances, bro.
I'm that thing. Yeah.
Yeah, I just look. Hey, listen. I was training. Look, I was listening to this, guys. So I was 3-0 as a professional boxer, right? 3-0. I fought on USA Tuesday Night Fights. I fought. I was on a Roberto Duran undercard. So they, you know how you're a standby. You know you're a standby. They throw you in there whenever.
Yeah. If there's enough time, they'll put you on as a swing bout.
So I got on. I begged my man to bring me down to the to put me on the card. I begged my boy from the neighborhood to bring me down there. He got my back. Boom. I went down there. I got on the court. I actually. So thank God I got on TV. So once I got on TV, there you go. I met my managers, and then my managers came and you know what I'm saying. They saved my life, bro. They put me in a hotel. I never had to pay. I never was pay for my food, my rent, my anything. My managers were so good to me, and they got me right up to the title fight and all that. They did all that for me, bro.
Paul, let me
and TV fell in love with you.
Yeah.
They actually did. They put it to the Pittsburgh kid. But let me ask you a question, Paul. I want you to be able to tell the PGO Nation.
Say I want to take that kid one more time. Then you gonna spar.
Who?
Well, that's his name, T Wizzy. He accepted it.
I'm talking to you, Paulie. Look, I told my brother, he told you to take that kid one more time. Then him gonna spar.
PK, let me ask you this, PK. You spoke about fighting for $50 and stuff like that, $600 for 12 rounds. What is the least you made and the most? Was 500,000 your max? And what
my max was 500,000.
500,000.
That's a lot of money.
So that means I could for Israel Cardona. I mean for Cardona,
40,000.
You made 400,000. They
said
40.
40.
Really? For the
Cardona,
IBF title?
So I was on a 50-50 contract. So if I made 40, so I was 50-50. So I only made 20.
Got you.
That's a Paul. You was getting.
I mean, I don't know about that, but I know that.
Don't say that.
I'm keeping it real, bro.
50-50 contract.
Contract for nothing, though, champ.
T.Y. Listen. This is not a knock to him. This is credit to him to show what he went through. Fighters like myself didn't have to go through that. This man came up from when you say getting it out the mud, T.Y. Paul Spadafora got it out the mud.
Yeah,
he did.
He had 50-50 contracts. He had people digging
49-1.
Paul's trying to take advantage of him, and he fought his way, and he did something that a lot of people can't say they do. That he became world champion.
I mean, you got to remember, bro. You got to remember, like, you remember New Jack City, right?
Absolutely.
So, so like $500,000 to me was like $1 million. That's a couple million.
Absolutely.
Bro, you know what I mean? I know that I saved up $1 million cash, and now saving up $1 million for me is different for anybody else, for like maybe the other average person. I don't know, but I never even seen. Look, bro, you should see the crib I'm in right now. Like I never would dream I'd be in a crib like this. You know what I'm saying?
You got a gym in your crib.
Yeah,
I seen your pad work. You look good.
You know what I mean?
You don't need to say you out Vegas, but I want to transition to why because it's because there's a little bit more we got to get into. So, Champ,
close the gap, Champ.
We talked about you shooting your wife,
right?
You know, everything I'm talking about is public information.
Yeah,
you can't hide. Paul Spadafora, you Google is not going to say page not found.
It's a celebrity.
Everything is going to come up. Let's talk about the incident of you pleading guilty. And this is when you tell the judge that I've been drinking since I was 6. But I need you to explain this to me because this is the one that got me kind of messed up. I'm trying to understand this. Is it true that you were snapping so bad that you stabbed your brother and got into it with your mother?
Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah. Because listen, my brother passed away. Rest his soul. I love him. Love my little brother to death.
Rest his soul. God rest his soul.
That's my little brother. He's my man. Look, my little brother everybody knows my little brother from my neighborhood. You know what I mean? My brother was addicted to crack. Like when I tell you addicted, like crack. Like, you know what I mean?
Okay.
He passed away. When's the last time you heard somebody passing away on crack? You know what I'm saying? Because Charlie was Charlie. You know what I'm saying? That's just Charlie.
We all had it in our family, Champ. You ain't got to feel bad because with a crack epidemic.
So my brother stole all my kids' Christmas presents.
Wow. I'm gonna tell you something, champion.
I'm retired. I'm done boxing. I didn't have money.
No doubt.
He stole all my kids' Christmas presents. So when he come down where I lived in like a duck spot, like in the cut. You know what I mean? So you come down through you can it's like in the woods. I seen him coming down through. I just shut the lights off, and then I tried to give it to him because I couldn't beat him in no one-on-one.
So you actually now when you stabbed your brother and you got into it, your mom, right?
Me and my mom never got into it. Like, what do you mean by what? Put my hands on it?
Argue, right.
Yeah, well, she should have never answered the door with them people behind you. I thought they was gone. I opened the door and they tased me in my neck, and that was it right there. As soon as they did that,
the police did that?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
I got beat up. I was on a porch. Listen, guys. This is public information. I was on a porch for 3 hours straight getting beat down. The Rodney King was serious, bro.
Wow, that's abuse.
But Paul,
it was serious.
Paul, I'm with you right now. You on the PGO podcast online with you. Oh, Paul, I heard you was snapping, spitting on like.
Yeah. Well, once you sucker punch me, what are you gonna do? I'm in handcuffs. Why would you sucker punch me? As soon as he sucker punched me, it was a wrap. He hit me with the. See, thank God that I seen him playing the shit, and I rode with the punch, and he hit me. Boom! I rolled back. Once he did that, it was over. It was over. I just snapped out.
So you said once you rolled back, instead of throwing the left hand, you threw a spit.
Bro, it was bang with the headbutt. Boom! Let me get that one real quick. Boom! Let me hold that one.
So you got tased. You got punched. You got punched on.
7 times, bro. They tased me 7 times on a porch. I talked to this CEO in the county jail down in Las Vegas, right? Mm-hmm. And he said, Paul, it's not normal when you get tased more than they only have to tase you 1 time. 1 time people get tased, not 7 times. I said, I got tased 7 times, but that's over a 3-hour period. I was in a porch on a little porch for 3 hours. What was I doing? On a porch for 3 hours? I was fighting for my life. I was fighting for my life. I was fighting for my life. It was just on.
You're a natural fighter, champion.
They put that spit thing over my head.
Yeah, they said that.
They put that over my head. Soon as they put that over my head, I swear to you on my life, I turned into the biggest bitch in the world. I was so scared. Look, my shit. I thought I was dead. I thought I was dead. I thought it was over. I'm not gonna lie.
Wow.
I thought it was over.
So all that spitting and calling people MFs went out the window.
Yeah, it was a wrap. That's all. They should have did that from the door.
I'm gonna tell you something, Paul. You are a true story of recovery. It's not what's lost, it's what's gained. Because, like you said, you in a bigger and better house. You living in a beautiful place on the earth called Las Vegas. You're training fighters. Actually, your fighter Hernandez, you're sharing with Christy Martin, correct?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
He didn't come out here yet. Though. He's supposed to be coming out here soon.
Okay. And who's the one that's with you now? What's that fighter?
Lorenzo Cardona.
What's his record?
2-0.
2. Wow. And you training just you? You got help? Tommy helping you or just you?
No, just me. I built like a little camp in here, like a little room. Boom.
Is that the one who you had hitting the pads and you told him stop talking? Hit the pads. Who is that?
Nah.
Okay. Because I see you had somebody hitting the punch miss.
Maybe.
Touch.
But you really don't. I don't ever have to tell him because he's a disciplined guy, man. He's on his game.
You are truly a story of recovery, and you're doing it right now. And for 7 days, clean and sober, you got a lot accomplished, man, and you got a lot to live for.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I want you to know, I was telling my brother because it was kind of hard to get the Pittsburgh. It was kind of hard to get the IBF champion on a PGO Nation. So before you logged in, we sitting here talking. We're going to do it, Paul. Don't come on. We had a backup plan. I want you to know that. We had a contingency plan just in case the PK don't show up. But even in your addiction and your recovery, you showed a lot today by being here. That is a major step because when you're in your addiction, you run away from things.
Commitment.
Yeah. In your addiction.
Yes. Yeah, I ain't got to run no more. I ain't got to run. I'm coming.
There you go, champ. There you go, baby. You sober now. And you step like a man. You came to the podcast and you let the world know, champ. So I want to applaud you. PG, can I get a clap, please? Can you tell the producer give a clap for coming to the podcast?
Clap the hands, baby. Producer.
Oh, man. Good luck, bro. Oh, man.
Hold on.
It's over here somewhere. We'll find it. Here we go.
Yeah.
Paulie champion, but you did that in sobriety and recovery. You kept your word and admitted. That's the first thing. We love you. We love you, Paulie. Go ahead, champion.
So, Paul, real quick, just a few more questions, and then we can get ready to put things down. But I want to ask you: do you feel like the more honest you are, the more you reveal, that it helps you with your recovery?
I mean, I'm gonna keep it real with you, bro. I'm glad. I'm grateful that I had my man told me to keep a rock in my pants, right? This rock that I got.
Okay.
Listen.
Yes.
You keep, and then whenever you pull it out and say what 3 things you're grateful for, I think my recovery is just based on my wife and helping me out thoroughly, and I'm sick and I'm like sick and tired of living like that. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna be honest with you. This medicine that I'm on helps me big time.
Okay.
Yes, and use your medicine because
what's it called? Anti-abuse. You ever heard of anti-abuse?
Yes.
I never heard of it.
I heard of it, and you use your medicine, champion, because what that's called is the medicine program. So you use that medicine to take you off your DOC, and DOC is drug of choice. So you use that medicine to get you focused and to get you right. Now watch this. You're talking about a rock in your pocket. I keep one in mine. Watch this. You see what this say? I got a rock in my pocket. There you go. Now watch this. I'm gonna put it in my pocket. Now, see without sin, cast the first stone, champion. But I got mine. Keep that rock in your pocket. Keep mine. So the little tricks and trades that we learn in the rooms and that we learn in recovery, it is for lifesavers. Lifesaving is just not candy. Lifesaving is love, and we share it with each other, baby. That's what it's about. I like that rock in your pocket because I got mine in my pocket.
I mean, I really think that like
Brother, let him talk to
by being in the gym all the time, and having something to look forward to. You know what I mean? With boxing, like when I was home, it was just hard. You know what I'm saying? Too many familiar things, people, places, and things. But everything's
There you
coming
go.
along. Everything's coming along. You know what I'm saying?
Sure. And you got that script. I hope I ain't got to hit nobody in the head with it, you know. but I got it though. You dig me? Go ahead, Chad.
Oh, for all those that's tuning in, for all those that heard your story, there is a documentary out on you, correct?
Nah.
No,
no. Just looking for sponsorship to help the documentary.
Oh, looking for sponsorship. Okay. Well, for all those who on, what advice would you give those based off of your experience? What you've been through, experiencing the alcoholism.
It's the main thing, bro, is people, places, and things.
Yes, sir.
Thing, man.
Break that down for us, Paul. People, places, and things. That sound like a noun to me.
Because your mind is terrible. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Your mind will tell you things that you really believe. You really start believing. See, I don't have no problems when I'm doing bad. When I'm doing bad, I'm good with alcohol. I'm good. I'm good. I don't want none. When I'm doing bad, when I'm doing good, I like to self-sabotage myself. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Why is that?
I don't know.
Why is that?
I have no idea.
Are you in counseling?
What's that?
Are you in counseling?
Nah.
Do you think you need counseling?
I don't think so.
No.
His counseling is the gym. He lives clean time, and he lived counseling through the gym.
When you're clean, you're good. Like I don't have no thought. Yeah.
Paul, I want to ask you a
question.
I want to ask you a question, Paul, and this is not me. I don't want you to get offended. This is just me.
Good.
Ask you an honest question. Would you consider yourself an addict right now or no?
Yeah, for sure. Alcoholic.
So you still an addict.
You always won, champion.
You never. That will never
stop.
Grow. My brother got 20-some years clean.
Your brother got what?
Yeah, my brother got 20 years clean.
20 years clean, and you would still consider himself.
Yeah,
always.
And he's paid. Yeah.
Always, champion.
I don't know people that don't. Just because you're a boxer or you're an athlete, you could be an NBA. You could be this shit's coming for anybody. You could be a doctor, a lawyer.
You go talk to him.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a disease.
And then you learn, champion, that the reason why there's certain people that we call ourselves addicts are what you would say desire chasers, looking for something that makes us feel good, is because the monkey on your back don't sell bananas, and the elephant don't give back peanuts. So that means my 15 years, you still romance the DOC, whatever drug it is. It can call you. This is why they say relapse is part of recovery, because some people had to go through it 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times.
For sure. But you have to be like, you have to be in recovery. That's what I'm saying. Like, I have to start. I got to get back to the recovery. I got to get back to the rooms. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
I got to get back to the rooms because that's real right there. I got to
take it one day at a time. Man. Yeah. You got a room in your house.
To relapse, you got to be in recovery. To relapse, you got to be in recovery.
Yes, sir. Talk that talk, champ. Save a life today. There you go, baby. Talk that talk. Save a life. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And that's correct.
Paul,
yes,
are you attending any like rehab?
No, I go to the meetings and stuff. You know what I mean?
But you are attending the meetings, okay?
Yeah, I go to the meetings and stuff like that. But like on a regular, like it ain't. Is it? See, that's what I'm saying. Like, how come it ain't important than going to the gym and training? And it got to be more important than that.
Yeah.
But see, I got that medicine. If I drink, I'm gonna get sick. So I just lean on that as my recovery. Does that make any sense? It works.
It makes a lot of sense.
Like,
it makes a lot of sense.
I'm good and don't care about it. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
But
medicine
one day at a time. It's one day at a time.
There you go.
One
And
day
that
at a
medicine
time.
make a lot of sense. Yes, sir.
And that's what I'm
And that
talking
medicine,
about.
like,
Like that, and that's why I gotta be like in order to right now. I look at myself as a 4-round trainer.
A 4-round trainer.
Why I say that? Why I say that is because that's what it is. Like when I was a 4-round fighter, I knew I could be a champion. I didn't know. Let me take it back. I knew I could be a 10-round main event fighter, come in the backyard and give you everything you need to see. You know what I mean?
Right.
Not even thinking about being a champion. No, not even thinking that. But I know one thing: you're gonna know you was in a fight. I just know that for a fact. 135. You're gonna know you was in a fight. 140, yeah.
Imagine for a fighter, pit bull.
You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, and that's what I'm saying. Like, and I feel like I'm just growing as I'm just starting a new life, starting and trying to get this thing together. You know what I mean? One day at a time. Learning every day. I learn every day for all these people. I learn in the gyms, the trainers. You know what I mean?
Paul, so we have some people giving you some advice. They say they love you. The gym alone is not going to be enough. That you probably need to continue to.
My brother tells me that every day, bro.
The gym is not going to be enough. Yeah. You got people saying, Paul, we love you. Wish you the best in your recovery. Another great episode. Listen,
so
Paul,
people trying to get in contact.
What you say?
People trying to get in contact with you, Paul. What's one of the best ways to do it?
On Instagram.
Okay, what's your Instagram? What's your IG?
Paul Spadafora official.
Okay.
Paul Spadafora official. There we go. We got it. Paul, listen, man. I feel like I've just got a new friend today, Paul. Honestly, man.
New brother. A new brother.
A new brother. Absolutely.
Amen.
I'm going to continue to reach out to you, me and my brother. The PGO Nation is going to continue to keep you in your prayers. You are definitely a real one, Paul. Like, God damn.
Man,
you talked about getting to your mother. You talked about stabbing your brother. You talk about shooting your wife. Like, how does this stuff make you feel?
I mean, it makes you
a little embarrassed or no?
No. I mean, you're like sick as your secrets.
I look at it like it like this. Yeah, you feel a certain type of way. But at the end of the day, like I told the judge, at the end of the day, I told him, I said, listen, I wouldn't even know who you was if I wasn't drinking. If I wasn't drinking, I would have never met you. I would have never seen the penitentiary, seen the county jails, seen the juvenile courts, seen the juvenile detention centers, none of that stuff. The only time I ever been in trouble is when I'm drinking. So no, I'm a boxer. That's what I do. I box. I box. I hoop. I do other things. I don't do that. You know what I mean? The only time I end up turning into that is when I'm drinking.
Paul, the PGO Nation, go ahead, T.Y. Something you want to say?
Okay.
The PGO Nation want to thank you, Paul. Before we let you go, is there anything you want to say, man? I'm just grateful, Paul. Like I really
appreciate you. I appreciate you guys for having me on. I really appreciate that.
It was an honor.
You want to shoot anybody out?
Listen, hey, producer,
everybody.
Yeah, go ahead. Anybody you want to shoot out?
Everybody is anybody. You feel me? It's just like
last thing, Paul, I want to talk about a guy. Do the name Jerry Stokes ring a bell?
Jerry Stokes.
You was training him in Vegas, I heard. You trained a guy by the name of Jerry? No?
From Philly?
Yes, he is from Philly.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Wow.
Hey, producer,
you see what I'm saying?
That book pulled up again. We want everybody to make sure that they go and buy this. Listen, if someone wanted to buy the book, Paul, how can they purchase the book?
Nadine, my thing was, well, how does she sell the book?
I think they have a shop on Instagram.
On Instagram.
Okay. So go to your page on Instagram. Go to her page on Instagram.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fighting to the end, Paul, and it ain't over, bro.
Nah, right.
Yes. He the champion life, baby.
Is it on? It's on Amazon. Amazon.
On Amazon.com. Nadine.
Or Shopify.
Amazon.com. It's on Amazon, champ. Amazon.com.
Yeah.
Okay, there it go. We just put it in. We're gonna put it up for you guys. To purchase the
appreciate
book,
it.
go to @Paul
Yes, sir.
Spadafora Official or Amazon. We want to make sure because people are asking for the book. They would love to read it. We know Gerald Lawson, who I'm assuming he was one of your roadies in boot camp, because he definitely spoke like he knew you. So you guys are going back. Paul, we want to thank you, man. I'm grateful for you.
Yeah.
Hey, what do you think about what I asked you this earlier? What do you guys think about the Boots fight?
Oh, I'm going with Boots. You know, listen, man, all
Me
day.
too.
Listen,
Me too.
ain't no way in the world I'm not gonna go against Boots.
Right.
When his father was my trainer. I
That
watched
part.
Boots grow up when he was.
I'm saying though, just
9,
on
10, 11 years
on
old.
the game though, just on the boxing game. He's a beast.
Why do you think Boots going to win, champ? Why you think Boots
I
going to
think
win?
that's gonna. I think that's a perfect fight that's gonna bring out the best in him, because I think that there's sky's the limit for Boots. Sky's the limit. I don't know too many. I don't know people. His talent is different. He fights different. His game is different. He's just all the way there. And I think a guy that this good, this kind of guy is gonna bring the best out of him. I really think he's gonna bring a dog out of him.
We're talking champion, y'all. Lightweight champion is saying this, y'all. This is legendary, and it's written in stone.
Hey, listen, we got one of my other idols in the building. My big bro, Ivan Mighty Robinson, is in the building. He said, "What's up to you, Paul?"
Ivan's a beast.
Mighty, baby.
Ivan's a beast.
Listen, when I was growing up, I thought that you two was going to run into each other.
You and I.
Was there? Hold on, before we move forward, was there ever any talk about you fighting Mighty Robinson?
Nah, I never had no.
No. Okay, never got to that.
You're afraid to win you. You're afraid to win you.
Ivan's a beast.
Ivan's a monster, bro. Listen, I'm not going there because
Yeah.
Ivan's a beast.
Yeah.
Listen, Paul, thank you for coming on, bro.
Man.
Listen, this don't have to be the last time, Paul.
I'm coming. Listen, you're gonna see my face doing. I'm doing the right thing. I'm doing the right thing. That's it.
Hey,
that's what I'm doing. I'm in the gym. As long as I'm in the gym, I'm good. It's good.
As long as you in the gym.
No, Paul, we ain't accepting that, man. Salute to my guy, Paul. Listen, the gym is just part of it, bro. We got to make sure we getting counseling. Answer my phone call when I call.
For sure.
Listen, as long as he in the gym, he okay. His counseling
no. If I'm in the gym, I'm gonna see you. I'm gonna see you. Someone's gonna come through. I'm hoping that one day have a guy like Boots. Imagine that. Whoever worked with him knows what they're doing. He's a beast. He can fight any type of way.
Would you say
I know how to do. I know how to do certain things like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So let me ask you one more question before we close this session. Do you think Xander Zayas have any chance at all?
Nah, bro. I mean, I'm not taking nothing away from him. He's a great fighter, and it's a great. I mean, he's gonna bring the monster out of Boots. I think it's gonna elevate Boots to another level. I really believe that.
Now, let me ask you a question. Is it because Boots is that talented or Xander Zayas ain't shit?
No, hell no. Xander Zayas can fight. Boots is really like that. I really believe that wholeheartedly.
We got it on record. We got it on record, Chant. That's all I need to know.
His father said the same thing. The greater the fighter is,
the better he's in the
better he performs. Young Chant. And I'm gonna tell you something, Chant. You're gonna make a hell of a trainer too, because you know the game. So when you're training, and we locked and loaded as bros, man. This is it. We locked and loaded. PGO and your trainer, baby. Let's do this.
All the fans, thank you for the love and support.
Man, thank you guys, bro.
They're gonna jump on the book. We're grateful that you got on. TY, it's time to get ready to close this out.
Yep.
Okay. So let me ask you a question before we close out. What made you do the PGO podcast?
What's that?
What made you do this interview, the PGO
Come
podcast?
on, man. It's Philadelphia, bro. It's in the house, cuz. That's where I'm from, man. I'm not from Philly. I'm from Pittsburgh. But
I
yeah,
know that's
No doubt.
Pennsylvania, bro. I'm
No
a
doubt.
Philly
No
champion,
is
doubt.
where
baby.
I'm from.
Yeah.
Before we close out,
Crazy, yeah, baby.
listen, we
Yeah. Yes,
got
sir.
Mighty sitting up here saying we need to talk about the messenger who's a legend himself.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mighty. Listen,
Yes, sir.
listen, Paul
6-time
already showed
national.
us
Come on, bro.
straight. Listen, let me tell you, let me get this, bro. I won the US championships. I won the Golden Gloves Nationals. I won the National Pal. I beat Timothy Bradley in the championship and won outstanding boxing. So I became the Triple Crown champion. I'm the only one that won 3 nationals in a row.
Great.
Straight.
Yeah.
After that, I came back and won the US championships, won the Golden Gloves again, and then I won the US box offs to make it to the World Games. I silvered in the medal in the World Games, and I silvered in the Pan Am Games. I only lost
Yes,
to
you
Cuba.
did.
For 3 years, I went undefeated.
Wow.
Nobody beat me in the United States. I won Fighter of the Year twice.
Wow.
I was the number 2 amateur, and I lost to the only Cuban that beat me was the
Lorenzo
Cuban
Arga.
that Floyd Mayweather beat in the 92 Olympics or the 96 Olympics, and I lost to the same Cuban that beat Zab Judah.
Wow.
Yeah, Lorenzo Arga. He stayed around.
Before we go out, I want to get ready to play the tribute for those who came on maybe a little late. I'm going to play the tribute once again. And shout out to my man, PK.
My man.
Right? IBF champion. Lightweight. So let's go to get ready to play this.
We love you, Paulie Spadafora.
Yeah, my man. Back at you, bro.
Take a stand. Everybody, come take my hand, come take my hand. Walk this road together, through the storm, whatever weather, on the wall, standing up with your eyes on. If you feel like you've been down the same road,
Clean house, bro. You ready? Dig up. Walk his ass down. Walk him. Make him pay.
Look at this. That's on HBO and ESPN. Was made for television.
Well, here we have it. TY, you know what you got to do to clear us out?
Okay. Paul, I just want to say before I say that. Paulie Spadafora won an exhibition with Mayweather. Anytime, any place, anywhere. Okay? Now you know, blow for blow, yeah, it's PGO. Like that. The Paulie Spadafora edition. Former IBF lightweight champion. Yeah.
What's good, PGO Nation? This is Ant the Messenger along with Wild Weezy Social Media Encyclopedia. Now you know, blow for blow, it's PGO.